Hi, this is Kasey Rose, and this is Body School with Kasey, where we talk about functional movement or how we move in our life and ways we can move better for health and well-being. So a question came in about how do I sit in my car? How do I drive where I'm not hurting my body? So one thing that's happened in recent years is most all cars have bucket seats, right? It used to be the bench seat and they'd just sit you straight up and you'd be in this, sitting position. But now the seats are all bucketed, and so they're kind of scooped out in the bottom. And so what it does is it puts your pelvis in this tucked under position. So that has become a problem in our culture where not everybody, but a lot of us have a tucked under pelvis and like the rounded back. So the first thing you do is you scoot your butt back, right? You just scooch it back to the back of the chair. It applies at the kitchen table or your office desk. Anyway, you scoot your butt back, and that can help. Some seats are pretty heavily bucketed, and so you can take a towel, and I've got this, it's kind of an old vintage towel from a thrift store. And so it's not too big, and you can just slide that into the kind of hollowed out the bottom of the bucket, and it'll put you up a little bit higher. So butt back, maybe elevated a little bit, and that puts your pelvis into a more neutral position. So that's one thing. The second thing about driving, sitting in your car, is a lot of times I'll find if I'm not paying attention, I just kind of get lazy, right? You see how my neck just goes into this, so it goes into this pretty sharp collapse back there. So what you do is you pull the back of your neck back so that your head is against the headrest, and you might have to adjust. Like I have to bring the seat forward a little bit so that my head does actually rest there. So see, I'm in this much more of a 90-degree angle here, but my neck is happier and my back is happier because I'm not all rounded under. So that's 2 points. The third point is when I sit myself up like this, then the steering wheel is a little bit further away, and we have a tendency, you learned back in the 80s, at some point, they said 10 and 2, put your hands at 10 and 2, and that puts your elbows, my elbows tend to be out, and you can see if I have my elbows out, my shoulders kind of come up high. So I want to relax my elbows down. I want my elbows to kind of point at my lap, and notice how my shoulders can relax down there. So hands can still be at 10 and 2 or wherever. I think the numbers are different now, what they recommend, but hands can be relaxed on the wheel, elbows down, shoulders stay relaxed. And then there's one more point, and it is feet. And what we tend to do is be kind of like knees splayed out to the side, kind of just chill. Maybe we have our, what do you call it? Auto drive. That's not what it's called, but I can't think of what it is right now. But what a lot of us, our hips are kind of splayed open all the time. We tend to walk like that. So I just make sure that I try to keep my feet pointed straight ahead and my knees pointed straight ahead. And then that puts my whole body into a pretty good alignment. Even though I'm still sitting, it's a healthier way to sit. So try it out. Let me know what you think. All right, be well.